Medgar Evers was born in Mississippi July 2, 1925. There were few opportunities afforded to him as a black man. When World War II broke out in Europe, Evers joined the Army, fighting alongside white soldiers from around the world.
It was in Europe as a young man that he came to realize how restrictive Jim Crow segregation was in the South and in his home state of Mississippi.
Upon returning home from the war, Evers took advantage of the GI Bill to attend Alcorn College in Mississippi. While majoring in business administration, Evers took time out of his studies to woo fellow undergrad Merle Beasley. After a year-long courtship, the pair married and started a family in Mississippi that would eventually include 3 children. Inspired by the monumental Brown versus Board of Education decision, Evers quit his stable job as an insurance salesman to put his talents to work for the civil rights movement. Although his efforts to integrate the University of Mississippi Law School failed when they did not admit him, the NAACP took notice of the ambitious Evers and appointed him their first field secretary.
This is a man who for 8 or 9 years organized in a state where civil rights workers would disappear. To be a member of the NAACP and to be the front person of that organization in the state was a remarkably courageous act.
Evers quickly settled into a job of shaking up the establishment. Focusing on crimes against blacks, he set up boycotts against white-owned businesses that practiced discrimination and helped investigate acts of violence, such as the Emmett Till lynching, where a 14-year-old black boy was lynched for just talking to a white woman. Evers' position as a symbol of the civil rights movement solidified with his attempts to get fellow African-American James Meredith admitted to the previously all-white University of Mississippi. Although Meredith was admitted to the school, race riots broke out, leading to the death of 2 white people. Angry white supremacists sent death threats to Evers, hoping that fear and intimidation would curb his efforts to integrate the South. But Evers had fought too hard to stop now. The tides were changing, and Evers was proud to be leading the cause. However, Medgar's efforts came to a violent conclusion. On June 12, 1963, as Evers was returning home from an NAACP meeting, KKK member Byron De La Beckwith shot Evers in his driveway as he was getting out of his car. Evers was killed instantly. Arrested for the crime, Byron De La Beckwith was tried twice by all-white juries in 1964. Both trials ended with hung juries. In 1994, new evidence from one of Beckwith's prison guards brought him back to the courts for a 3rd and final time. The guard claimed Beckwith bragged about shooting Evers. Convicted after only 6 hours by a mixed-race jury, Beckwith got life in prison. Although only living a short 38 years, Evers' legacy has lived on through the struggle for equal rights. Outrage over his death increased the power of the movement in Washington, eventually leading to the creation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. His wife Merle has worked writing books and setting up memorials so that blacks and whites alike will remember his poignant motto, "Violence is not the way."